In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can maximize efficiency for your home care agency by streamlining operations. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Scott McKenzie and I am the founder of Golden Age Companions, a non-medical home care agency based in Irvine, California. We have been in business since 2011 and have generated over $8 million of total revenue. I also have founded a company called Home Care Agency Blueprint, and that company is designed to help you start, scale, and grow your very own home care business. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in here and share a lesson on how to maximize the efficiency and streamline your operations of your home care business. And if you haven't started your agency yet, this is something that's good to know on. I'm going to do a sneak peek dive on how Golden Age Companions runs, and you could see from a 30,000 foot view what it looks like to operate a home care business with the 4 core softwares. Alrighty, so I'm going to utilize a real life example of Golden Age Companions, the core softwares that we use to run our home care agency, and this is a way of streamlining operations. So what I'll do for privacy, I cannot share exactly what's inside of Golden Age because we have client and caregiver names everywhere, so I will show you the websites and talk about it. Now, quick overview, Slack is basically like a micro communication tool. That is what we use for essentially, so we create hashtags and they're called channels of every client that we have and even the caregiver and or departments, and we can tag, my team and I can tag each other on what is going on in that channel. So like if it's with a specific client, we can talk about what's happening when it's being staffed and whatnot, and everyone is getting instant communication there. So Slack is really great for that. Monday.com is essentially like our lead management tool. So there's all kinds of automations that you can integrate inside of Monday.com. And it's a really powerful tool as far as, you know, like for example, you can create, and by the way, for my home care agency blueprint course, we actually include the custom boards that I have spent years developing and creating to make sure that they're, you know, all the right tags are in there and everything is structured properly. When, for example, a service agreement is sent out, that can come back, be tagged inside of that specific board, and then the staffing department can be tagged on to start staffing that case. So Monday.com, kind of think of them as like an operations board. They can be created in a way where Monday is like, you can create infinite level of boards. It doesn't matter what industry or business you're in. However, I've just curated it for home care specific because I just feel like the response and everything inside of Monday is just a lot easier for tracking your intake of leads, and then it goes to staffing, and then when you're starting to staff the client and they become a client, then they go into Slack, and that's where the communication happens inside of that hashtag, or that channel is what Slack calls it. And then there's WellSky. That kind of happens at the same time they go into Slack. The client would go into WellSky, and that's where the scheduling happens in that hub for handling the, assigning the caregiver to go do the shifts. And then also what's integrated inside of WellSky is Hireology. So Hireology is a hiring platform that you can link inside of WellSky. So every time a new caregiver or potential employee applies, that can link inside of WellSky, so your staffing team can see exactly who to start looking at recruiting and whatnot. So I'll jump in to show you what the platforms look like. Alrighty, so you can see here Slack. This is the website. This is amazing. A lot of companies are using this. These tools are really to scale out an agency to even hundreds of clients. When you're a smaller business, when you're just starting out 1, 2, 4, 5 clients, you don't need to get this stuff right away. But as you scale, it'll be just a lot easier to handle multiple cases, multiple situations going on. So yeah, that's the way Slack works. Is, see, these are channels. So for every channel that you create, whatever communication happens, I have been told by, people in the space, oh, well, that's overkill to have Slack and Monday and all this stuff. It's really not, because guess what? When you onboard 5 or 6 or 7 clients at the same time, and then your other 2 clients are having, staffing situations that are going on, then you're going to need this communication. You're going to need to know what's going on with Sandy, what's going on with John, and then if they're tagged inside of here, it's a way to really keep track of that micro communication, especially when you have multiple team members working on all these different cases. So that just keeps everybody up to date. Otherwise, what you're doing is you're texting your staffing coordinator, you're texting your case manager, you're texting the person in the office doing the files, and then you're having to re-loop everybody back. I've learned the hard way. So that's why I really love Slack. It just keeps everybody on the same page, saves you, especially as a business owner, a lot of time. Monday.com, that's where you can create those custom boards. And there's so many other softwares out there. Same thing like with Slack, you could do like WhatsApp. I'm not saying Slack has to be the thing. Same thing with Monday. There's, I think, ClickUp, and there's some other ones. But this is just what we've used for our home care business. And see, like in here, you can have like status and who's assigned on it, what the task is. And yeah, the boards can be created for anything. It's really nice, because this is like, when there's like a big case coming on board, you want to know, there's more like automations that can be created in here. And then these automations can also link inside of Slack. So for example, the way it works with us is we send out a client service agreement. Once that service agreement is signed, so that the link is sent, all we do is we put the name, email, and phone number basically, and then when it's signed, then that comes back as a PDF. I sign it, or whoever's in charge, say your manager, signs it. Then that client service agreement gets posted inside of monday.com and tagged. And then you can create an automation to where then your staffer is tagged, this service agreement has been signed, it's ready to start staffing. And then that could loop into Slack, and then Slack can tag everyone else to say, okay, we got to make sure whichever caregiver is going on, who do we have for this case? Do they have all their paperwork? Do we need to put another job posting on Hireology, et cetera, et cetera. There's just a lot of moving parts. And yeah, by the way, obviously with Home Care Agency Blueprint, this is what you pay for. So, I mean, if you come on board with me and my team, not only do we have expert coaches, including myself, to help you scale and start your own home care business, and we also provide literally setups on all of this stuff automatically and train you on how to use it. So, and by the way, if you want to book a call with me, in the description below, there's my Calendly link. So I can have a conversation with you about starting up your own home care business. Yeah, that is Monday. And then you can even create private boards. Like, you as a business owner, if you want to create a private board for yourself on just task management and, just all the other things going on in your life type of thing, then, I mean, I've done that. I've created a board of like everything. It just, not just only my business, but I have multiple businesses. I have all kinds of stuff going on. So it's really, really beneficial. Once you get the hang of it, it's really nice. WellSky, this is that scheduling software. So this is where the caregivers and clients go inside of to schedule. And they're a pretty big company. There's other platforms as well. I do like WellSky because they integrate with Hireology, and that is the hiring platform. This is kind of like a ZipRecruiter, and this is really nice because you can, when you post a job on here, then it links inside of WellSky and it gets posted in there automatically, and it shows you like under applicant tab in WellSky, it'll show you the name and then what job was posted, so what job they applied through. And you know, I'll do another whole entire video on this, but you've got to really have multiple jobs open according to like part-time, full-time, and etc., and like locations. So that's how you can vet people a little easier. And Hireology is also that platform you do not want up front. You don't want to start with this. It is $300 a month as of March of 2024. So yeah, it's something that, and they usually require like a year agreement, but you can start out just posting, you know, there's other online tools that you can post jobs ahead of time just to start getting some caregivers on board. So yeah, it's really a wonderful platform. I really like Hireology. They basically put your ad up in front of your job posting in front of like, it's something like over like 70 or 80 different sites and stuff. So it's really nice. Like Google, I think Google, Indeed, like they there's just all kinds of hiring sites that they put your ad up. And yeah, that is basically the overview of the 4 things that we mainly use to run Golden Age Companions. Alrighty, thank you for visiting my video today and spending some time with me talking about maximizing your efficiency for your home care or to-be home care agency. And if you haven't already, if you feel that you've gotten value out of this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And I will definitely see you on the next video.